What's up, you guys? And welcome back to another episode of Your Favorite Aunties podcast. Nia.
What's up?
We back in the studio.
I know. Isn't it so exciting?
It is. I always love being here, especially with you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
What are we talking about today?
So, as usual, I'm excited for this topic. Actually, we talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
And just kind of piggybacking off of what we talked about before, and that we are growing, we're evolving. And because of that, so is our spiritual walk.
Yeah.
And we come from a place.
Yeah. A placey place.
A place of fear.
Yeah.
And not a healthy fear. And so we are going to call this episode, If You Scared, Go to Church. Now, I know that that's kind of like the negative connotation, but something that's been on our hearts lately that we've talked about a lot is like this doctrine of fear,
right,
that we come from, and that we spend most of our spirituality scared, not necessarily in relationship with God, just scared to go to hell, scared to get pregnant, scared of everything and everyone.
Yeah.
And so now coming into a place where it's like, you know what? Like, what part of my life is built on just genuine confidence and love for God, and not, I'm doing this because I'm scared of the consequence.
Right.
And that's where I know a lot of my beliefs came from. I was scared of consequences, scared of hell, scared of whatever else would come with me making the wrong choice or me making a mistake. And then I was thinking that God was up there waiting for me to make a mistake. Yeah. Waiting to get me.
3 strikes, you're out. Like, and
take me out to the ball game.
Okay. But you make one mistake, baby, that you're out. there is no salvation.
Yeah. And it's impossible to live that way. It's impossible to like sustain that and it be healthy.
Yeah.
Now, I do believe, if you feel that way, and I feel like we should have a healthy fear of like, that's, hell is real.
Yeah.
And hot. And I ain't trying to go.
Yeah.
But then also doing things because you love God.
Yeah.
That's a whole different place to come from mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I want to do this because I love you, not because if I don't, I'm scared of what you will do to me.
Right. I know that you and I were having a conversation like a little while back. And I was like, friend, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, if I do this, is God going to do that? And you were like, friend, I want you to come out of that.
Yeah.
Like you wholeheartedly were just letting me know, friend, he's not like that.
He's not tit for tat.
Yeah. And that's exactly what you told me. He's not tit for tat. And I'm like, oh, but I just feel like there's just going to be this huge consequence, and there's going to be this, and there's going to be that, and I'm going to be the example. And I was like, I'm not ready for that. But you were like, friend, that's not
how he is.
That's not how he is. That's not who he is. But because that doctrine fear is so ingrained, and I'm having to go back and unbraid myself from that, it's been hard. Because a lot of what I do is wrapped up in the fear of God. But again, it's not a healthy fear from reverence. It's a fear of consequence.
Right.
Because a lot of times that's how the gospel is preached. It's coming from a place of consequence and not a place of covenant.
Come on. That's good.
Yeah.
Consequence versus covenant. Stay right there.
Okay. No, because when we come into the faith, we are making a covenant with the Lord to say, hey, I'm giving you my life. And you're giving me your glory. Like, I'm coming into a place to know you, the one who created all of this.
Right.
But instead, I'm looking at you like some supreme being that is just waiting to bring down hell on my head. And that's not the case.
Right.
Like you said in another episode, like, he is a good father, and he knows exactly how to come to me, exactly how to deal with me, exactly how to get his message to me. But I have to make up in my mind that he is not this dictator that has no concern with who I am and what I bring.
Yeah. You know what happened for me? I was talking to my therapist, and we were just talking about like our, my belief systems and where they're rooted in, and how that has actually affected my life and how I approach different situations, because I was very black or white, like good or bad, like there is no gray area. There is no in between. I'm like that in my life too. And then a lot of times I'm like that in my relationships.
Yeah.
And she was like, you don't even realize that comes from your spirituality, to where you approach different things, wanting people to accept you, wanting people to love you for what you do.
Right.
But that's because that's what you were doing in your spiritual walk too. You thought that you could earn God's love.
Come on.
And he gives that freely.
Just say that one more time.
You can't earn God's love. He gives that freely.
Yeah.
But I spent most of my early walk thinking I have to do this in order for him to be pleased with me, in order for him to love me. And so even the obedience that I was walking in wasn't real obedience because it was transactional. I'm only doing this because I want you to do something for me. Right. Not because I genuinely want to please you and because I love you. Because when you love somebody, you just want to do what pleases them.
And you just don't treat them bad.
Okay. You know how I feel so sad now that I want to leave.
Okay.
But
okay, now hold on. Because listen, because when you loving God, now I feel bad because I'm not treating you the right way and I want to leave.
That's right.
I don't even want to pray right now. I don't want to pray right now because I know that I've hurt you. I know that I've let you down. But the thing about God is his understanding is so much higher than ours. He's not sitting up there, sitting at home at night wondering why we just won't do right. He knows. He knows I'm human. And there are times when I'm in my flesh, though I desire to walk in the spirit. Listen, the human me comes out. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And she be doing her thing. All right. But the Lord is not sitting up there just, pacing back and forth, wondering why I won't do right. Baby, he knows. And he knows the day of all of my evolving. He knows. He's come. I didn't mean to take that over, baby. That just did something for me.
No, that's good. That's good because it's true. When you love somebody, you just naturally want to do what is pleasing in their eyes. Right. We know that God has some different standards and things that he wants us to follow. Right. Now I want to do that because I love him. And that's just it. I love you guys. So I want to go to church. Right. Not because I think if I don't go to church, something going to happen to me. I'm going to miss this word. And that's the exact word that I needed. Come on. But I want to go because I love God. Yeah. Because I'm there for it, not a transactional. Because I want to get into his presence with the company of believers.
With the company of believers, because let me tell you something. There's something about going to service and being around like-minded people that really ushers you in quicker. Because when you at home, you might get distracted behind what happened to the day. But when somebody is right next to you singing of his glory, like really praising him from a really good place.
It's like matches.
Like, oh, yes.
Y'all just come together and it just get bigger, right? Yeah, no, that fire burns brighter. Yeah. It's things like that when I was talking to my therapist going back, it was just like, all these different places in my life, I didn't realize that all of it was rooted in fear. Yeah. You know how long it took me to miss a day at church? Because I was scared, genuinely scared. Yeah. How long? Abstinence? I'm scared. Not because I just want to please God and I love God and this is his standard. Yeah. I'm scared. Yeah. So many tithing. I'm scared. My money gonna leave, honey. They said I got to tithe. Will a man rob God?
Come on now. Come on.
Scared. Yeah. Everything based out of fear. Yeah. Fear.
Communion. Scared to take it sometime. Do I have it all against my brother? Let me not take part in this and bring damnation unto my soul unknowingly.
Come on.
Like, I mean, it's just, you're scared, baby. The doctrine of fear is real, baby. Come on. Get out of that.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to think it's going to happen in one episode. Because this is a thing that we're having to undo. We have to have conversations like this to
even realize. I just realized at 32 years old that everything I was doing for God, with God, all the time I've been walking with God, all of it was fear. Yeah. Not healthy fear. Right. God, I reverence you and how powerful and mighty you are. Yeah. That you are, the maker of the universe, the lover of my soul. You all the things. But that's not what my fear is based in. It's the fear of consequence. Yeah. It's the fear that you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be mad at me. Yeah. Baby, he already sent Jesus.
Come on.
Because he knew you was going to mess up.
Won't you accept salvation?
Come on. Before you could even be like, God, I'm wrong and I got you, baby. Yeah. Before the foundation of the world, the word says. He sent his son. Yeah. Because he knew he was going to mess up. Now, does that give you a leeway to just go do what you want to do? No. And I think that's why people kind of tend to lean into that doctrine of fear. Because it's like, oh, if we don't teach them this, then that gives them the freedom to go do whatever they want to do. Yeah. I'm more right now. More righteous now. Yeah. Not being scared. Yeah. Because now it's out of a healthy place. And now it's out of a pure place. Yeah. I'm not trying to live right. Right. I'm just lining up with what I know of who I am and who God has called me to be. I don't have to try. I don't think about like every day, like I'm not going to steal today. I'm not going to lie today. Yeah. I don't have to think about it because I am the righteousness of God in Christ. Cool. And I'm just lining up with what I know now, knowing that he's empowered me to live through grace. I don't have to try in my own strength. I will fail every time. And a lot of people ask us like on the live, well, how do I do this? And how do I stop doing that? And what do you always tell them?
Partner with the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost gonna lead you in the way that you need to go.
Come on.
Baby, y'all asking us, can we listen to secular music? What about drinking? What about smoking? What about this? What about that? Baby, go ask the Holy Ghost. Because what may be right for me may not be right for you. You may not be in the time where you can listen to this and you can go and do this and go and do that. But I know, you know what? You know how I learned? Instead of listening to people, I said, you know what, Lord? Is this okay for me? Is this pleasing? Is this just not the time? When do you want me to do this? When do you not want me to do that?
Yeah.
Because I was living my spiritual life based on others' spiritual life. And I don't want to speak for you. I'm gonna just speak for myself. I was living as a Christian before people instead of living as a believer before God.
Say that again.
I was living as a Christian before people before I was living as a Christian before God.
Yeah.
I felt like I needed to prove my Christianity at every turn in my life. Every night I had to fight to prove my love. When really it was just like you said, baby, just walk it out. But I was so concerned with appearances of things. I remember I went out to eat with a sister in Christ a long time ago. This is back when I was self-righteous, baby. And I was really trying to show, that thing. Woo, baby. We went out to eat at a restaurant. And I wanted a root beer.
Okay.
They served the root beers in these cold mugs, and they look like beer mugs. They might have been beer mugs, but they were literally cold, chill mugs. I didn't want to drink out of the bottle of the root beer, nor did I want to drink out of the mug because it gave the appearance of alcohol. And I more so did that because of her. Because of who I was eating with. Baby, I'll chug me a root beer down in a second.
Yeah.
But it was because of her, and I felt like she didn't think I was saved enough.
Oh, wow.
But that's where I was in my walk. I was like, baby, I'm finna show you I'm saved. Where is the longest skirt? Point me out. Baby,
Point me in that direction.
Okay. Now look at me now.
Come on.
I'm still doing God's will now.
Right. No, but you're free.
Yeah.
You're free to do God's will.
Yeah.
Instead of being so confined. Yeah. And like you said, doing it before people, again, it's like the motives.
Yeah.
The position behind it. Because the people who may be just, you think from the outside looking in, they living right and they doing all the right things. Right. What is the motive behind it? Yeah. Because if it's to prove it to you, none of it matters anyways. Only what we do for God will last.
That's in the word.
Only what we do for God.
Yeah.
So you get up to heaven, your work's gonna burn.
Yeah.
And you think, God, what they say, God, I healed people in your name. I cast out demons in your name.
Come on.
And it don't mean nothing because you didn't do it for the right reason. Come on.
He's like, good looking out. Appreciate it. Thanks for being available. However, comma.
That was cute.
Depart from me though. Get up out of here, player. I'm good. I mean, like, and it's like, could you imagine? I'm be like, Lord, be for real.
No, because in general, I feel like our walk it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice.
A burnt offering
before the Lord.
Ooh.
It's tangible. Tangible and intangible sacrifice.
Yeah, come on.
So why waste that? Because if none of this matters,
come on.
I could have been out here doing my thing. You do you,
because I'ma do me.
So there's no way I would allow every decision that I've made, everything that I've turned down. We can stay right there. Everything that I've turned down.
It's a couple trips.
In the name of the Lord. And you gonna tell me no.
Let me tell you something.
It's gonna take a whole lot of people.
I make it up there. And I get before him. We looking eye to eye, spirit to spirit. And he say, depart from me. Let me get a redo real quick. I ain't saying I won't go. Go ahead. I go. Let me get a redo because I'm going to earn this.
Okay.
I'm going to go. What I tell you all the time, if I'm going to do something wrong, I'm going to do it right. I'm not encouraging y'all to do anything. I'm not encouraging you to not snip this and say that I encourage you to do nothing. I'm just telling you to listen. Auntie going to keep it real.
Yeah.
The stuff I do for God,
it better last. It's going to take a whole lot of people.
I just snapped.
No, for real. So you might as well. And I know some people are listening to this and are like, man, I didn't even think about that. Because literally at 32 years old, a few months ago, I'm just now realizing that I was thinking like that and I was operating like that. So you might be just realizing, you know what, I never thought about it, that I don't genuinely do things for God. I don't genuinely live for God. I'm just scared of doing the wrong thing and what that means and what that's going to look like.
Now, I want to really put this in here. When you have the revelation that I haven't been doing this for God, even though I've been doing this for God.
Yes.
When you get that revelation, all of what you've done is not in vain.
No.
I want you all to know that he is still going to use that, because still it was done for his glory. But now the heart's posture has changed. So if you did that for him out of fear, what can you do out of love? Huh?
That's good.
Because I feared you, this is how I acted. Now, when you love somebody, because I know what it's like what my actions are when I fear something changing in the dynamic of a relationship with me. But I also know what it feels like when I really love somebody and how I treat them. Like, I love you. I treat you right. I like to think.
Most of the time.
Majority. But it's like there's a different way there's a different relationship that I host with you, because I love and care about you from a genuine place and not a place of fear. Like, oh, let me hurry up and call Nia back, because if I don't, I think she's going to take it the wrong way. Or let me do this because this is what's going to happen.
That's good.
Because I love you, there's a trust there.
That's good. It's
hard to trust somebody that you're in fear of.
Come on.
Because I feel like you're going to pull the rug from under me at any moment. And God is not like that. God is not waiting to pull the rug. You didn't do it right. Got your salvation.
And I used to be like that too. It was just like, I could do it right 10 times.
Yeah.
But that one time.
Yeah. That's the one that mattered the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to forget all the other 10 times. I did it wrong this one time.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. The word says perfect love casts out fear.
Come on. And it covers a multitude of sin.
Come on.
Huh? His love for you and his understanding for you is covering up what you did. Not to say that you could continue. Should we continue in sin so that grace may abound? No. May it never be. No, let's not do that.
No.
Because I don't want to get, I want to continue to preface, I'm not giving anybody an excuse to sin or an excuse to live lasciviously or excuse to live any other
lascivious.
way. I just want you all to know that there's another side.
There is. I believe he covers us in our ignorance.
Yes.
And I also believe that even though I spent time living that way and believing that way, it served a purpose.
Yeah.
And that perhaps I needed to believe in that way for that season for some reason.
Yeah.
Because it did keep me from a lot of things. Ooh. And if I didn't know that, or if I didn't operate in that way for that season, what if I would have fell into some stuff that I couldn't change?
Baby.
Stuck for life over some decisions then. But he caused me to just go ahead, because it ain't like it's not wrong.
Right.
It's just not the fullness of God.
It's not wrong. It's just not the fullness of God. There's a work that he wants to get done concerning your life. He gonna do it. He gonna do it regardless.
Yeah.
But still, there's an extra that you can get.
It's like for me, I don't know if this is like the correct terminology, but like a playpen. Like he allowed me to be in the playpen, even though this is like base level, hellfire, brimstone. Lord, I love you because I don't want to go to hell. Yeah, that's baseline. Yeah, that's the playpen. Yeah, for that season. That's what I needed. Yeah. Kept me out of a lot of stuff. Kept me on the straight and narrow. Yeah. But now that I'm in a place of maturity, he's like, let me come out the playpen. Let me let you roam around a little bit, because now you understand.
That was beautiful. No, because I saw the illustration in my head, because even in the playpen, there's freedom, but there's parameters. Yeah. I'm going to still keep you safe. I'm going to keep you safe in here. You're going to have some toys. You're going to be able to be thoroughly entertained. You're going to be, but I can still keep you in this arena, because I know that there's some power sockets over there, and there's some scissors on that table. And because you don't have the right mindset, you're going to go pick that up and be like, oh, this fits in there. And then now you out. Yeah. Now you got some stuff going on. Now your arm don't work, huh? All because you didn't have an understanding of your surroundings. That's good. Baby, you got to know where you are. That's right. And I bless God for the playpen. That was so beautiful. I love that. Yeah. We got to God's protection. Okay. It's God's protection. Yeah. That's why I believe he covers us in our ignorance, and that we're always growing and learning. And so I've had to come to the understanding, because I talk a lot about like having some regrets and like, God, why I spent so much time doing this, believing that, living like this. But we don't have to
to regret it.
Yeah.
Because it was God's protection. He could have revealed this to me a long time ago. Yeah. But it was for this season. Because now I had the maturity and the wisdom to handle this level of revelation.
Come on. And then now, because he's so beautiful and because he can use all things and he's a divine orchestrator, because you and I live that way, now our nieces can come out of that early. Mm-hmm. They don't have to go through it, or they can come out now.
They can come out now.
All because we're
or they can stay in if they need to. Baby, know thyself.
Baby, and go through your process. And just because, again, like we say all the time, it may be lawful for us to do it.
I don't mean it's expedient.
Okay, come on. Like, no, but that's really good.
Yeah.
God will still use even the things that we felt like, man, I wish I wouldn't have wasted that time. Because there's some stuff I genuinely wish I would have done in my 20s and experienced in my 20s.
Me too.
But ShaMarian now is not ShaMarian, was not ShaMarian then.
True.
And because of that, baby, I would have been in a world of trouble. So even though I really wish that I would have done certain things, I bless God that he didn't allow it to be so. Mm-hmm. And even in my revelation now, he can take that and that be over somebody else's life.
That's good. It's his protection.
Yes.
Because he loves us.
Yeah.
Ain't that the whole basis of all of this? He loves us. The word says that we love because he first loved us.
And for God so loved the world.
We didn't even choose him. He chose us.
Yeah.
So all of this is by divine order, by divine plan. Yeah. So when we talk about these things and we wanted to bring these topics to light, and we may talk about them in a way where there's some regret there, but then ultimately the wisdom that's been gained, the knowledge that's been gained, the things that we've been protected and shielded from is worth it. Yeah. God has shielded us. That's been on my mind lately. I've been telling everybody. He just gave me this phrase, shielded from tragedy.
Ooh.
That he's shielded me from tragedy. There's so many different things that coulda, shoulda, woulda happened in my life. Mm-hmm. But because of those protections that have been along the way, some of them I liked, some of them I didn't like, some of them I agreed with, some of them I didn't agree with. He shielded me from tragedy. It could have been another way.
Should have been another way. But it was for the blood.
But God.
Yeah.
Who's God rich in mercy. Ooh, we thank him for his mercy.
Come on.
That we don't have to get what we deserve. Because let me tell you, he's rich in mercy. Could never run out. In fact, they knew every morning.
Yeah. And that's what I love. That's why I love tomorrow. Come on.
No, but I love that.
Yeah.
And I love that even sitting here on this couch, that playpen, that was a revelation for me. I ain't never even thought about that.
Yeah. No, it was good.
But he'll allow that to unfold even in this moment to be like, no, all of this had a purpose. Yeah. It looks like, man, I wish I woulda. Yeah. Because, baby, I wish I would.
I wish.
If I had one wish. Right?
Baby.
No, I wouldn't have wowed out. But I still feel like, even in the midst of that, I do still feel like there was a place for me to be more free, more caring, more not lenient, but just open with people because I was very black or white, baby. You wrong, and you're going to hell, double hell. And I do wish that I would not have been like that, especially with people, because that's not the way.
Because I don't know how you felt about those types of relationships, but I know looking back, some of the relationships that I hosted with my friends and my family, it took some real undoing for a few years for them to come around. And I would apologize profusely because I was really self-righteous and I'm literally sending people to hell as soon as I can, like at every turn. And
as soon as possible.
Like
ASAP.
I let people, you are wrong.
Yeah.
You wrong as hell. And you going to hell. But it took a lot of me being like, I recognized how toxic I was in me being so religious and me trying to put my parameters of my life on you. And whole time it's coming from a place of self-righteousness and it's coming out of a place of fear. So I'm not even having the right thing. And I'm sitting up here telling you how to govern your life and just wrong. I was veering over again.
Okay, baby,
veering into somebody else. Huh? Come on over. Come on back into your lane.
That's really
Run
good.
the race that's set before you. Huh?
No,
ain't that what you say?
That's good.
That's in the word though.
No, and I wanted to touch on that because a lot of times, if y'all don't know, we go live like once a week, and we get a ton of questions of people being like, "Oh, well, what do I do if my family is not saved? What do I do if my friends are not saved? How do I hang with people when my convictions are different from theirs?" And I feel like this kind of what you were just saying kind of touches on that as well, because you're coming from a place, and me too, where we so expeditiously judged people.
Yes.
Yeah, you wrong. You got your own flaws.
Right.
But instead of focusing on yours, tending to your own garden.
Come on.
You worried about everybody else and the flaws, especially when they just sin different than you.
Because baby, you... Oh, okay.
It's just different than you.
Come on.
And it might be visible. And yours is not.
Right.
And that's just that on that.
Yours is in your private stories. Huh? Theirs is just on display.
Your close friends.
They're authentic enough in themselves to just let it be on display. You just got to go hide yours.
Come on.
Huh?
Come on.
Huh?
So talking about being around people, well, if I feel a way about this, how can I hang out with them? Do you really feel a way about that?
Right.
Do you really feel a way about them? Or is that self-righteousness coming up?
Come on.
Because you think that you better, that you living more right than they are. We look at people, and I know we just talked about this. We look at some people and we're like, are they saved? Because they be professing, but sometimes their lifestyle don't line up. And for me, I've gotten to the place where I'm like, let God work on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they saved. They profess, the word says, you confess and believe.
Yeah.
You saved.
Yeah.
Now let God do the work on them.
Right.
It's not my job to judge how saved they are and what they need to do, what they need to stop doing. Let God, if they really believe, God gonna work on it just like he gonna work on you.
Amen.
All you got to do is keep walking.
I'm glad he worked on me.
And continuous work.
Come on.
That will not be done.
And he ain't done yet.
Come on. Until the day. Come on. He who has begun a good work in you.
Come on, because he gonna finish. Come on, baby. We got to, where we at?
You feeling your help?
Baby, because I'm gonna go in there. I really do bless God for keeping us through those different places in our lives. Though we genuinely do have some regret. We know that what we did serves a purpose now. And I'm thankful that my regret isn't in vain. Like my regret does have purpose.
Yeah, that's right.
And it doesn't make it sting any less, but there's just an understanding there. And now I have the gift of time still. Because my story could have stopped a long time ago. But I'm still here. And I could still do the things that I would like to do with some sense now.
With some sense.
Yeah.
Thank God for sense.
Whew.
Everybody ain't got it.
Thank God for therapy.
That too.
That too. If it therapy, y'all go to therapy, please.
No, I actually, because my therapist is a believer, I've been able to work through this stuff in therapy because, like I said, I didn't realize that because my spiritual walk was like that, it was impacting my relationships. To where I'm literally scared of people being disappointed in me.
Right.
And y'all know I always talk about, I'm non-confrontational, I'm conflict avoidant, partly because I'm scared of them leaving me.
Yeah.
So I don't want to disagree. Don't even worry about it. We ain't got to.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about how I feel and what I got going on or what I'm thinking. It don't even matter.
Matter of fact, what we talking about?
Just don't leave.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt with God too. Like, okay, just I'll do right. Okay, just don't leave. Just don't leave. And so we don't even realize how much our spiritual walk impacts the rest of our relationships, our friendships, the way we operate in life. So it's important to work out those things.
I remember even growing up, I wasn't a kid who got in trouble a lot. And my parents really didn't have to discipline me because if I just thought that I let you down or I disappointed you, when I tell you that was punishment enough.
Me too.
That was punishment enough. The silent treatment.
Ooh,
baby, please.
My house was good for a silent treatment, honey.
Ooh, no.
Yeah. It's still triggering to me now.
Yeah.
Like, do everything, but just don't stop talking to me because that is like, it triggers me even now.
Well, God is going to do it.
Yeah.
God going to do it. And I'm thankful that we're in a place now where we can recognize triggers and we can work through them in God and work through them in life.
That's right.
And I'm super thankful for that because that we can even that we can reference those times in our lives to where, okay, this is why we do this. This is why we do that. We have eyes to see what's going on with us so that we can work through those things.
That's good.
Because now you know that the silent treatment, baby, that's a thing for me. Don't ignore me.
Don't.
Do not ignore me. Don't treat me no any kind of way. Because I'm somebody.
Because I'm somebody too.
You know what? They're going to be upset.
Why? Is it over already?
It is.
Oh,
man. It is. We got to get up out of here.
That was so therapeutic.
It was.
That felt good.
It did.
Hopefully our viewers and our listeners, they felt that release as well.
Yeah.
Just be free to live for God.
Yeah. So I told you all in the stories, if you were watching our Instagram stories, that there was going to be an instruction at the end of the episode. Mm-hmm. So I would like for you all to put flowers in the comments. Mm-hmm. And then if you see somebody else comment some flowers, tag on to their comment and give them some. Just say, hey, your profile looks nice. Hey, I like your picture. Or I hope you had a good day. And just put some flower emojis. We need some positivity. We need some love. Somebody needs some flowers for just doing right.
Mm-hmm. For trying.
Yeah, for trying. The attempt, baby, because there's a lot of people living wrong.
I'm attempting.
Baby, give me something. So since you listen to the end of this, we'll know you listen when we see those flowers. Listen, we love y'all so very much. We thank you for all the support, all the love. Please continue to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things.
All of them.
And check out our merch, y'all. att.com. Check out our podcast. Baby, I'm delivered. Baby, I'm gonna let go of that thing. Hallelujah. Go to our website, yfauntiespod.com. Wait, your favorite aunties podcast.
Yfauntiespodcast.com.
I love you so much. Yeah.
All right, y'all. This has been another episode of
Your Favorite Aunties Podcast. Bye.